ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्। अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवत् गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सावगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः। यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। Yesterday we have completed introduction of Gita and we have seen 3 types of sadhana is recommended by Bhagavat Gita: Karma Yoga Sadhana, Upasana Yoga Sadhana, and then last one is Gnana Yoga Sadhana. After completed this, I was just thinking from where should I start Gita. So I thought, let me take first this all values, which is given in 13th chapter. But we enter in 13th chapter, I would like to some glimpse okay, why we are studying these 20 values given in Gita. So I have just given some photographs, some pictures, and I would like to convey one thing. Okay, to get any knowledge in this world, three things is required. So I have written here, for any knowledge, three things is required. One is called knower. Knower has gnana. Another is called object of the knowledge. And third one is the means of knowledge. So in Sanskritam, we say it's called Vyata. Object is called Gneyam. And this is called Pramana. If these three things are available, then definitely knowledge should come. So I've just given one example. If suppose this person is standing here, elephant is in front of this person, and the means is given by Bhagavan to this person is eyes. Then sight should take place. Person should understand this is the elephant. If elephant only standing in front of us, then we can identify. And even I can tell if person's eyes are perfect, if he has glasses and glasses, then only knowledge can take place. But only these factors are necessary to have a knowledge, or some other factors are also necessary. So I can give just example. If somebody has WhatsApp me now, there is a no letter anything. So somebody has WhatsApp us, okay, I am coming by this train at this time. You come to pick me up. Then we went to receive that person, and this railway station is always full crowded. And that person has given the train number, bogie number, and time and everything. So we reach perfect time, and train has come. Then our eyes, where should be our eyes? We always seeking. Okay, where is that bogie number? Where is the train? And whether this person is standing on the door or not. So our eyes always searching this. In this between, some known person to us, he waved hand to Emma up to us, but our eyes are only for that person, so we cannot identify that person who is waving the hand. So what does it mean? We cannot have a gnanam or that person of waving. So which factor is more required to have knowledge? Not only gnata, not only means of knowledge, and not only object. There is one more thing is required to have a knowledge. And that third thing is called mind. Attentive mind is required. Yes. Attentive mind is required. Without, if behind eyes, if there is no mind, then we cannot have knowledge. If mind is somewhere else, then knowledge cannot take place. So not only three things are required, but fourth, we can say mind is also required. Again, even there is one more example, not in Porbandar city, but in suppose in Bombay, in Ahmedabad, people have to go very early for the job. And that if he is going by some train or something, and his wife has given some food, can you please take, and then you go for a job. And he has eaten everything. Then wife asks, how was the sabji? Then he says, he doesn't know because he has eaten, just gulp it out. He doesn't know what was the sabji, how was the taste. If wife says that I have taken, because what was the sabji he doesn't know, because mind was not behind the food. So everywhere, attentive mind is necessary to have a knowledge. Then again, I can ask, is it good enough? Attentive mind, then means of knowledge, and then object of knowledge are good enough to have knowledge. Still, anything is necessary. Shastra says there is one more thing is necessary. If I have written here, if some scholar in Sanskrit literature, in some Hindi literature, that person is scholar already, but he went to study physics class, and in higher level, can that person understand what professor is teaching in physics? Why? Because his mind is not well equipped about what is physics, what are the terminology of physics. The fourth thing, mind attentive is also necessary, but we need a mind who can grasp. We need a mind, let be attentive, but it can understand what is the subject matter. Without knowing the subject matter, if mind is not ready or not prepared, even in spite of listening, nothing will go inside. So fourth thing is necessary to grasp a knowledge, attentive mind with preparedness. And Bhagavan would like to convey these things in Gita. He has told in 12th chapter also. He has, I think, told in this 13th chapter, even in 16th chapter. He has given some qualities of a mind. If we have such mind, then definitely Jnana will take place. So I have written here knowledge are two types. One is called direct knowledge, another is called indirect knowledge. So what is the direct knowledge? Any object is in front of our five sense organ. If it's there, mind is behind there, means of knowledge is there, then directly knowledge will take place. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. All any gnana can take place. It's called, in our language, it's called Pratyaksha Gnana. Here, Aksha is sense organs. Prati means in front of sense organ. If any object is there, Gnana will take place. Another is called indirect knowledge. These things are not in front of our sense organ. We give the information. If you go in Coimbatore, near Coimbatore, there is one place, it's 30-40 kilometers away. There is a Gurukulam. There is one good temple of Dakshinamurti. These all are information. If we go and we check, then we can find. So this is called indirect knowledge. We can tell is a paroksha. The knowledge is paroksha. There is another thing. Third knowledge is which is not in front of our sense organ, which is not even away from our sense organ, but which is always with us without any second. And we have to get that knowledge. The name of that knowledge is called aparoksha knowledge, which is always with us. So for self-knowledge is called aparoksha, which is also in English a direct, but it is called aparoksha. Because I am is always with us. Even sense organ cannot see or even not touch. Even it is not away from us. So which is always with us is called aparoksha knowledge. To grasp this knowledge, to understand who I am, we need some extra effort to understand. And again, for knowledge, we have what I have written. We need three things. Knower must be there, means of knowledge must be there, and name must be there. So knower, we are for ourselves, Gyata is we are. Means of knowledge is Vedanta. Self-knowledge is a Gnaya, to be known. But the means of knowledge is not where we are not using our five sense organs. But to understand ourselves, we are using Vedanta, means scriptures. Scriptures are called Shabda Pramana, means of words only. We have to understand through words, because everything given in Upanishad or Vedanta is not, we can see, we have to understand. It's a Shabda Pramana. Sixth means of knowledge, we have says Vedanta, is called Shabda Pramana. So how to operate this Shabda Pramana, we needed two things. They say one is called, it should be unfolded by teacher. This means of knowledge, we cannot read directly. Pathanam is not necessary, Shravanam. So we need a good teacher, competent teacher. And another, again, we need a mind which can absorb, which can grasp what is given and which is not easy to digest. Such gnana, to absorb this gnana, we required a prepared mind. And which type of mind? So whatever is given, that mind can receive naturally. Such mind we have to prepare. We have to put some efforts. And we have to develop some qualities in our mind. Then our mind, I can tell, become more sensible, or I can say more sensitive. If such mind, this message is given, automatically it will be received. So preparedness of mind is called values. We have to cultivate some values in our mind. And these values are not sitting outside. All are available in ourselves only. We need to cultivate only. Suppose if seed is sown inside the field, if we put proper fertilizer and water, that it will be sprout. Same way, all seeds are sitting inside. Good values, all seeds are sitting inside. Only we have to give a good fertilizer. We have to provide good watering, then sprout will come. So these some values are mentioned in 13th chapter. If we can put in our life, day-to-day life, then our mind will be sensible. Our mind will be sensitive also. When we say sensitive, it doesn't mean we are hurt on and off. Some people used to say, please don't tell me I'm very sensitive. But they don't know the real meaning of sensitive. The sensitive mind is such a mind who is always have sense of other sentiments. One who never hurt other sentiments, it's called sensitive minds. By growing such values, our mind will be sensitive. And in sensitive mind only, self-knowledge can take place. If somebody asks, even from tomorrow also, sadhan chatushtaya sampatti is also preparedness of mind. Same way in Bhagavat Gita also, there are some qualities are given. If we live such quality, then our mind will be prepared. So in 13th chapter, actually what I have written, why I have written this shloka, because it is not given in Gita. The Gorakhpur Press Gita, it's not given. It is missing because it starts from our Bhagavan Uvacha. It is not by Arjuna Uvacha. So this is first question was asked by Arjuna in 13th chapter. So we can chant Arjuna Uvacha Prakritim Purusham Cheva Purusham Cheva Kshetram Kshetragnameva Cha Kshetragnameva Cha Etat Veditumichhami Veditumichhami Gnanam Gneyam Cha Keshava. It is not given in routine Gita. Arjuna Vacha. So Arjuna has asked to Lord Krishna 6 things. He says, Veditum ichhami. I am desired to know. What Arjuna would like to know? What is Prakritim Purusham? It comes in Sankhya philosophy. What is Prakritim Purusham? Another is what is Kshetram, Kshetragnam. Second thing, in last one is what is Gnanam, Gneyam, Chakesham. So you please teach me what is Gnanam, and meaning of Gneyam means to be known. So in this shloka, he is asked what is Gnanam. Actually, he must be asking the self-knowledge. Maybe the Gnanam is never asked about any worldly object. He must be asked some Gnanam means some self-knowledge. But Bhagavan has taken Gnanam not as a object, any Gnanam, but he is taken as a values. So he says, if people have such Gnanam, means this bunch of values, then automatically Gnanam will take place. So let me see what are these values. And I will show you also. I have highlighted this verse because it is from 13th chapter, 7th verse. You can chant after me. Amanitvamadam vidvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shaucham sthiryamatma vinigraha. It starts from 7th verse, then 8th verse, 9th verse, 10th verse, in 11th verse. Bhagavan says, Etat gnanam iti proktam. What I have told you in 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, this is called gnanam. So here, the gnanam is the means of knowledge. By assimilating these values, we can have self-knowledge. So here Bhagavan has taken gnanam is not really gnanam, but a means of knowledge. By putting in our life, we can have such mind, preparedness of mind will come. And because of our mind is prepared, such naturally this gnanam will take place. And Bhagavan says, other things are called agnanam, ignorance. So here also, the meaning of gnanam is totally different. Otherwise, we take as a gnanam either the object of knowledge or self-knowledge. But here is a totally different meaning. The meaning of gnanam is these values. It is total 20 values. And it not necessary we can live each and every 20 values. Our Puja Swamiji would like to say, if you select even 4 to 5 values to live a life of such value, rest will come like a noodles. When we cannot eat noodles single, it always come in a bunch. Same way, if few person decided, I will put some value in my life, rest will automatically come. So there is very good values. Even I love this portion also. It is very helpful to develop such mind, which is all values are given. So in 7th verse, I can say this is amanitvam is first one. Second one is adambitvam. Here everywhere is a. Then ahimsa is third one. Kshantihi. Fourth one, arjavam. Fifth one, acharya upasanam. Sixth, Shaucham. Seventh, Sthairyam. 8. And Atma Vinigraha. 9. Even one verse, 9th values are given by Lord Krishna. We will take one by one. The first one is called Amanitvam. So what is the meaning of Amanitvam? So I have given the meaning like Dhani. Like what was there in our morning session? There is Dhani. The meaning is one who is Dhanam. Is called Dhani. Same way, morning some was there. I forgot what was it. I know. I even at the time also I given this yogi. Yeah, yogi. One who is yoga is called yogi. One who possessive of money is called dhani. Same way, one who is a mana is called mani. And what is the meaning of mani? Self-glorification. One who himself always declare I am something is called manitvam. And opposite of this, freedom for this manitvam is called amanitvam. There are many people who excel in their field. And they start thinking, I am a something. That is called manitva. That's why I have written Atmani Pujyatva Bhavana. One who is for oneself, self-glorification. Who am I? I am something. It's called Atmani in oneself. Pujyatva. Very great regards. This type of bhavana is called manitva. That's why I have written self-glorification or admiration. In opposite, freedom of this manitvam is called amanitva. Then people ask why it considered as a big obstacle. If person is manitvam, what's big effort? We can be mani and we can have Vedanta Gnanam also. What is a big deal if person is very mani? So I have written from childhood, from childhood, even that girl is coming from our neighbor. When she starts walking, we start admiring her. Oh, very good, very good. Now you can walk nicely. Then we have developed admiration in her mind. If she starts speaking something, again we say, doing clapping. Oh, now you start. Then again we have developed some admiration in her mind. So in such way, she keep on gathering admiration for herself in her mind. When if she is really smart, and if she goes in the school, she may excel in the school. She comes first like her sister. Always she comes first. Then there also, everybody says, who is the best? Then somebody says, this girl is the very best. She is very brilliant. Then again, she thinks I am something. Everybody should admire me. Then again, in school also, he always seek admiration from other people. We admire is nothing bad in thing, but then she will develop. Everybody should admire me. And if somebody is not admired, then it creates problem. So then if she is really good and she can do something good for society, and society will admire. Like somebody will give Padma Shri, somebody give different type of awards. And by achieving different types of awards, that person gets this self-glorify. I am something. And what is wrong in this? So I have written, the wrong in this is we always seek admiration from all over the people. If people won't admire, then we become upset. And if we become upset, then we cannot take proper decision. Our mind will be disturbed. And with a disturbed mind, we cannot study Shastra. So I have written some problems, obstacles for spiritual seeker. If manitvam there in worldly people, there is no problem. Let it be there. But if you are a jignasu, if you are a sadhaka or you are mumukshu, then what will be the problem? So I have written First problem is, if we are getting admiration for all over the people, then it becomes a habit for us. Whenever I go, people should respect me. People should give some type of, admiration to me. And if person doesn't get, then it becomes angry. And I have given one example because egos hurts. No? Why this person has not given the respect me? So I have given the example of Daksha Prajapati. Sati's father means father-in-law of Lord Shiva, first wife, Sati. So he was declared as a Prajapati by all Devatas. Now Daksha will be the Prajapati. So Prajapati Daksha has called each and every Devatas, including Lord Shiva. And everybody was sitting. And this Prajapati Daksha entered in this assembly, in this Sabha. Everybody gets up because he is now become a Prajapati. But Shankara was sitting in the meditation. His eyes was closed. So he didn't get up. He has accepted everybody's respect, but he has noticed Shankara didn't get up. And he becomes angry. And then he performed that yaga, this sati burn. Everything is happened because of what? This of manitvam. If manitvam there, we becomes in and off become angry. When our desire is not fulfilled, when somebody doesn't give the respect to us, and disturbed mind cannot receive any type of, even worldly knowledge cannot receive talk to about our self-knowledge. So this is the first problem. First problem I can write. Disturbed mind. And particularly disturbed means angry. We cannot stand that person. That disturbed mind cannot receive any type of knowledge. Anything if we try to make them understand, he would like to take revenge. He has taken revenge only. No? He has not give invitation to Lord Shankara and Sati. Everybody was invited except Lord Shiva. This is called manitvam. Good example of manitvam. This is the first problem. Obstacle, I can say, is an obstacle in our spiritual path. Second problem of manitvam is when people keeps on admiration from all over the society, then we consider ourselves at the center of the society. And person is always remain in excited mood. Whenever I go, people give me respect. Whenever I go, then in his or her mind, always is some type of excitement. If mind is excited also, it cannot take a proper decision. Mind cannot take proper decision when it is sad also. Mind cannot take proper decision when it is excited also. That's why always there is a one sentence is there. Never give the promise when you are very happy. And never give the promise when you are very sad. Because at that time our mind is not. And both example, when you are very much excited, you should not give the promise, which Drupada has given promise to Dronacharya. Drupada and Dronacharya both were friends and good friends in their childhood. They both studied in same Gurukulam. Drupada was the king and Dronacharya is poor Brahmin. Then both were good friends. Then Drupada, out of love of friendship, he was very excited and he has given the promise to Dronacharya, that I will give you my half kingdom because you are my friend. At that time, he was very small, he was very excited, and he has forgot everything. When he became a king, he forgot everything. And Dronacharya comes, now give me your half kingdom, and then fights. Whole Mahabharata is based on this, starting from this. So it's manitvam. And same way, if we are very sad, at that time also, we should not take any decision. We cannot take any vow or something, but we should not decide anything. Because whatever we take decision is always full with some problem only. So this is second problem is in excitement, we cannot take any right decision. This is the second problem of kip manitva. And when we have some, when we have some type of quality, some type of accomplishment, then we forget something in our life. And which are the important factors we forget in our life? The first one is whatever we have achieved in our life, whatever we have accomplishment in our life, we can't say I'm the solo person. Nobody is helped, self-made person. They say I'm the self-made person who has created whole empire. Suppose Dhirubhai Ambani. I can give the example. Dhirubhai Ambani, he was in gas station or petrol pump. He was giving only petrol to all people in a very young age. And then some factor, his prarabdha must be good. And now he became a very good businessman. Then if he starts saying, I am a self-made person, nobody helped me, I have created all things with myself. But it's not like that. If family member has not supported, there must be some other people. Knowingly, unknowingly, emotionally, must be some people he must have helped him. If he ignores some people, then it's called manitva. So we should not forget there are many people are involved to make our accomplishment fulfilled. That's why first we should not forget this. Many factors are behind this one accomplishment. Dhirubhai Ambani is the best because he was very poor. From this he is up to great. His emperor is there now, Reliance. He was very poor. But he never said, I am self-made. But there are many people says, I am a self-made person, nobody has helped. But at that time he would like to convey, my family member doesn't support. But really speaking, there are other people always ready to help us. That's why I have written, accomplishment may be in the terms of financially, accomplishment may be in the terms of music. We can excel in some are in sport, some are in politics. But somewhere there are people who help that person to excel in their field, accomplishment. We should not forget them. We should always give them respect. First thing. Second thing, whatever we are received here, it says whatever given to us is not only we have put effort, there should be a blessings of Ishwar. Without Ishwara's grace, we cannot complete anything. So we can't say, I only person who has done everything. So second thing, we forget sometimes the grace of Ishwar. It may be in our chart, it may be that okay, we will become a good person, we will become any great, but for greatness, we need the blessing. We have to take the grace of Ishwar. And if we are just start boasting, the one day will come, but one can take everything. So we should not forget even people also, we should not forget even Ishwara's grace also. And if we have manitva, if we are always self-glorification, we cannot stand others' glory. If somebody is more than smart than in our field, then jealousy will start. So this manitvam gives another negativity is called jealousy. So manitvam can give because we cannot stand. That's why this whole comparison, competition in all everything, even this corporate world, why? Because they cannot stand others which are excelling in their field. So manitvam can give also jealousy. So what should I do? When they say Vedanta says, like in Shankaracharya has written, one Vishnu Shatpadi. In that Vishnu Shatpadi, Shankaracharya says, Avinaya, Apanaya, He Vishnu. This is one prayer. In this is a 6 in 6 verses, in this, Shankaracharya says, "O Lord Vishnu, Apanaya, you please take away my immodesty. You should take away my immodesty, make me Vinaya, make me modest person, so I can give the respect to each and every person." So, first quality is called Amanitvam, means person should be modest. Person should give the respect to everyone. I can tell you, I have seen Puja Swamiji. He is the excelling in his field. Vedanta is the best. But whenever even small person is there, even is a big person is there, he give respect to all. Everybody chanting Vishnu Sahasranama. No? There is a 2 words for Bhagavan Vishnu is Amani, Manadam. Bhagavan name is Amani. And Bhagavan another name is Manadam. Manam Dadati. One who gives respect to others is called Manada. Manam Dadati. And Amani himself he never expect respect from others. So Bhagavan has this quality, Amani, Manadaha. Same way, when we are studying in our Gurukulam, so what we used to do, we always go after where Puja Swamiji goes. So in Brahma Sutra time, at that time, Venkat Narayan, what was our president? Venkat Raman. He was our ex-president. Venkat Raman, yeah, Venkat Raman. Venkat Raman was ex-president. He was also student of Puja Swamiji at that time. And he used to study with us also because he was not at that time president. But both Swamiji and Venkat Ramanji both comes together in the class. Both will go together from class to Swamiji's kutia. And both were talking always joyfully. They are talking about cricket, everything. So we also used to go after Puja Swamiji, what they are talking something. So every day I used to go behind Puja Swamiji. So one day, both are going, Venkatramanji and Swamiji both are going back to Swamiji's kutia. In between, there is one gardener in our Gurukulam, very poor fellow, who is wearing only one dhoti. He called Puja Swamiji with some in Tamil language. Immediately Swamiji stops. And he went to that gardener and he has taken, well, like we put hand behind his shoulder. He took this garden in this way. You come with me. And he just gave up Venkatraman. He take to this gardener up to his kutia. Then both went inside in his private room. Something they must have talked. And he comes back, both came back. And gardener was very happy. Something they have met up, but very happy. At that time, I have noticed Swamiji give respect to Venkatraman also. And Swamiji is also giving the respect to this gardener also. So what we can learn from this, we should give respect to all. More we give, more we get. Otherwise, we never respect others, no will give us. So this manitvam is very harmful. We should develop amanitvam in our mind. Now, amanitvam means manada. In my thinking, amanitvam should be manada. Manada is not this manada is Hindi also some degree, is manada degree. It's not like this, but manam dadati. One dadati means giving. Manam means respect. One who gives respect to others is called manada. So what is the meaning of amanitvam? It just comes in my mind. Amanada. Manadaha is equal to amanitvam. We should give respect to others. We should never expect respect people should give to me. It's called amanitvam. Modesty. This is the first value. We can develop, we can cultivate. It's all are sitting in our heart only, just we have to cultivate only. So first one is called amanitvam. Second one is called adambitvam, amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa kshanti arjam. So second one is called adambitvam. So what is the meaning of Dhamba? And opposite of Dhamba is called adambitvam. there is a one word is called Dhamba. So in Manitvam, person is achieve really something, and then a person is, his self-glorification. But in Dhamba, the person who is a pretended Dhambi, he is presented a fabricated accomplishment in abilities. Even she doesn't have, but he just pretended I have. And what that person doesn't have, it present in the front of society. It's called Dhambitva. If somebody's house, I used to go somebody's house in the morning, that person always does puja. Nobody knows person is doing puja in puja room. But one person has entered to meet this person. He started chanting elaborately. Like all this Vishnu Sahasranam, Vishwam Vishnu, he chanted loudly. Then that person comes to know, now this person is doing puja. So he makes sure I am doing puja. It's also one type of show off. If person is sitting in doing quietly puja, nobody knows also. But he would like to show everyone what I am doing right now. I am doing puja. Same way, if some person comes, there is nothing in our front of us. There is no money also, but we would like to show such money is in my bank balance. It's called show off. And this show off is called Dhamba, which we don't have, but still we pretend as though I have. It's called Dhamba. So I write here, Dhamba can be showed as a physical level also, by different type of dressing. I don't know, there are many people, they are wasting their money for dress only. Somebody says, I prepare a dress for 1 lakh, 2 lakh. Why? Even there are saris are available, 2 lakh, even I think 2 lakhs is very less, maybe big amount must be there. But there are all fashion shows, they are showing their dresses. Why? Because it will come, okay, why we are dressing in such way? Because we are not ready to accept ourselves as it is. There they are showing off. So in dressing sense, we are also doing show off. At verbal level also we are doing show off. What we don't know, as though we are talking to someone, I know everything. Is verbally we are showing show off. And even intellectual level also. We would like to prove I'm the most intellectual person. Because inside we know I am not intellectual. That's why people would like to show. This all the Dhambitva comes from where? Because we are not ready to accept our inabilities. Something is sitting inside, and we start thinking, if other people will come to know about my inabilities, then what will happen to me? Nobody will accept me. So we are not ready to accept our inabilities. Makes us Dhambi. The reason of Dhambitvam, so we are oneself, we cannot unacceptable for oneself. Somebody cannot accept their dark skin. Somebody cannot accept, I have not studied this much, then they cannot accept. There are people, they cannot accept. Even their nose, they're all plastic surgery comes from where? Because they cannot accept as they are. Even Puja Swamiji used to tell, again one story is coming in my mind. He says there is a one lady, she doesn't know, she not study much, but she says, Puja Swamiji, please bless me, I'm going to Canada. Swamiji said, what will you do? She said, I will do something. Then Swamiji says, okay, you go. Yes, Swamiji blessed her. Then she went to Canada. After 2 to 3 years, Swamiji again went to Toronto, Canada somewhere. Lady comes to meet Puja Swamiji, and she asked Swamiji, can you come my house for Bhiksha? Swamiji said, okay, I will come. Then Swamiji, I went to her home. It's a very big home. Because she was totally uneducated, she doesn't know how to income, from where I can get money, she doesn't know. But when I see her house, I was surprised, and I asked that lady, from where you have to gather this money and how can you build this house? Then she says, I know only one thing. Swamiji says, what? So okay, I know how to prepare eyebrow. So Swamiji said, I start thinking only to making the eyebrow of other ladies, if she prepared a bungalow, then how unacceptable eyebrows of all women. We cannot accept that eyebrow as it is. So in all level, we are not ready to accept ourselves as it is. And to hide something, to conceive something, what we would like to do, we show ourselves in different way. It's called Dhamba. That's why I have written, we cannot accept ourselves. Unacceptance of oneself gives Dhamba, show off. Somebody says at this age, she looks very young. So she puts lots of effort, because she can't stand her aging. That's why she puts lots of effort. Then she looks young is called Dhamba. Same way in every region, every field. That's why I've written, find oneself unacceptable. And we think, if I presented, I have heard somewhere, there is one old actress called Sadhana. She was there. And she, I think, died in Calcutta only. Somewhere in West Bengal, she was there. So she declared, okay, my face should not come into the media. When she died, she has written, because nobody can accept my face. Because she was aged, she died at the age of 80, 90 maybe. Yeah, famous heroine. But everybody says beautiful face. But now, if I died at the age of this, my face is now not much beautiful. That's why she has given this will. Nobody should see my face. It's called she cannot accept her face also. We cannot accept our body also. We cannot accept the thinking of our mind, thought process also. Then we start showing something else. It's called the mritva.
What about Ravana? Ravana was Dhambi.
He's not Dhambi, he's a Manitva. He is all accomplishment, He knows everything. He is a scholar. He is victorious. He is not Dhamba. He is a Mani. He asks, please respect me. He's like Daksha Prajapati. He's not Dhambi. Even he has written this Tandava Stotra. He is a scholar. So he has all qualities. But he would like to become the king of all three worlds. That's the only problem. Everybody should after me, nobody should front of me. This is his problem. He is not unacceptable. He is very smart. Even it's a different thing, but Ravana knows I cannot worship Rama as a Lord. I cannot worship Rama as a friend. So he starts thinking, what should I do so I can remember Rama? But that's why he has kidnapped Sita. It is given in Ramcharitmanas because it may be interpretation of Tulsidas ji. He says, "Ehi san pritik nahi ho bhav." There is one chopa. He says, I cannot develop love towards Rama. Then people start asking, okay, what you are doing? So what should I do? I can kidnap her. He has to come to kill me. That's why he is a developed enemy. The relationship between Rama and Ravana was both are enemy. But through enemy, he has developed bhakti towards Rama. So all the time, even they say the last time of say, he just wake up from his bed. Where is the Rama? He must have come to kill me. Where is the Rama? He must have there. So he has developed to chant Rama. He has developed animosity through Rama for Rama to kidnap Sita. So he never touched Sita. He always kept in the garden. So he is not Dhambi. He is a Mani. And we would like to present in front of people. Every people should respect me, and every people should not know how much something inadequacy in my mind. They pretend, they hide. It's called Dhamba. And more we try to hide, what will happen? It becomes a falsehood. We know this is everything is wrong. What I am doing is wrong. We know from inside. And such mind cannot be quiet. Such mind always disturbed. And in such mind, if you give Tattvamasi, it doesn't work. That's why Dambhitvam is also considered as an obstacle for Atmagnan. So what we have to do, we should Adambhitvam. Simplicity. Whatever we have, we just tell. So suppose Vidura says, I don't have anything. Even Shabri says to Rama, I don't have anything. You eat only this bare fruit. Dairy fruits is with me. You please eat. There is a no show off. While Duryodhana has showed off, he has presented many foods in front of Krishna to become a capture him. But Krishna says, I don't want this. I will go to Vidura. And Vidura's wife has given the peel of banana. He ate because it's given out of love. So what is the opposite of Dambhitvam is simplicity. Person should be simple. Person should be in and out transparent. Whatever inside should also outside. It's called Adambhitvam. That's why I have written here, self-acceptance, prepare the mind for Vedanta study. Who was there? Ashtavakra. Ashtavakra, you might have heard the name. Ashtavakra, he has accepted himself as Ashtavakra. But in Janaka Sabha, all people laughed. Having seen his body, at the time he said, I think I am in the assembly of Chamara. These all people are what we call in Chamara, I don't know in English. This all, one who prepare all shoes is called Chamara. Huh? So they are always seeing my skin. They are not interested who am I. So he is totally Adambhitvam. So these all three things, Amanitvam, Adambhitvam is very much required in one's life. There is one more example Pujya Swamiji used to give. If three people are standing, I say one is now, one person's name is Ramesh, another is Mahesh, and one person's name is Suresh. And we say you just stand and show your back and you just stand like that. So if we say Ramesh, then only Ramesh will turn. If we say, hey Suresh, then Suresh will turn. But I am not telling, but Pujya Swamiji used to tell, a donkey, then all three will turn. Because from inside they think we might be donkey or not. So this is, we are not ready to accept ourselves. We always, something, we inadequacy we feel in our heart. That's why we hide something. It's called Dambhitvam. And to remove our Dambhitvam, if we are not ready to accept ourselves, then I have given this line, we have seen in our meditation, but we will see tomorrow is a very good prayer. Only 3 lines prayer, but it's very good. But we will see it tomorrow. Okay? Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.